gonna do with these old toys?
New toy. What happened to you?
May I? Ooh!
They just love new toys now.
It was cold and dark. Nothing but sand and a couple of Lincoln Logs.
You got a play date with destiny.
What he's special is he'll never give up on you. Ever.
With college only days away, 17-year-old Andy Davis prepares to leave home. His toys realize he has outgrown childhood and is about to start a new life away from home. They all hope Andy will play with them at least once before he goes, but that hope quickly fades. Sarge and 2 paratroopers are the last remaining Green Army men. As the toys count how many are still around and how many have been lost over the years, their attention turns to them. They jump out of the window, their parachutes carrying them to an unknown place. Out of fear of being thrown away, some of the toys believe Sarge is right and that they will soon be discarded. Woody remains confident that Andy would never do something so cruel. He believes Andy will store them in the attic, where they will be forgotten until Andy has children of his own. When Andy returns to his room with his mother, the toys are forced to end their meeting. Andy has not started packing or cleaning his room, even though his departure is only days away. Andy's mother orders Andy and his younger sister Molly to clean their rooms. Anything they no longer want must be thrown away, while the rest should be stored in the attic or donated to Sunnyside daycare. The toys in Andy's room watch as Molly puts her Barbie doll and other toys into the donation box. After a long delay, Andy pulls out a black trash bag and starts putting his old toys inside. He pauses briefly before placing Woody into the college box and throwing Buzz into the black trash bag. The toys inside the bag are terrified, believing Andy is throwing them away. Woody waits outside the door as Andy leaves. When Woody sees Andy open the attic door, his anxiety fades. However, Andy must first help Molly carry the donation box downstairs. Because of this oversight, the attic door closes. Shortly after, Andy's mother finds the trash can with the toys and assumes it is garbage. She grabs another bag and takes it outside to throw it away. Woody watches as the garbage truck approaches the curb. When he sees the trash bags being loaded into the truck and crushed, he jumps out of the window and slides down to the front yard. Soon after, Woody notices the recycling bin being moved into the garage. He follows it and feels relieved when he discovers that his friends are still alive. However, they are now convinced that Andy deliberately threw them away. Woody tries to tell them the truth, but they think he is only in denial. When Jessie sees the donation box, she suggests that they all go to Sunnyside daycare. The idea is met with excitement. Woody suddenly interrupts and insists that they return to Andy's room immediately. Before he can finish speaking, the trunk of the family minivan closes and Andy's mother drives the box to Sunnyside. Andy's parents bring the toys into the butterfly room at Sunnyside. Peeking out through the handle of the box, the toys are delighted to see children playing happily. When the children go out for recess, the toys joyfully come out and are greeted by a friendly group of toys. Lotso, a strawberry-scented bear, joins them and calls his friend Ken to give them a tour of Sunnyside. During the tour, Ken and Barbie develop feelings for each other. Lotso assures them that the toys are well cared for and that there will always be children to play with, since new children are born all the time. He takes Andy's toys to the caterpillar room and leaves them to enjoy their first time playing at Sunnyside without Andy. However, Ken and Barbie seem very close, and Barbie is ready to return to the butterfly room with Ken and Lotso. Although Sunnyside looks pleasant, Woody insists that they must return to Andy. He puts Buzz into a bag to leave, but Buzz says they are better off staying together as a team. Disappointed that his friends will not come with him, Woody sneaks out of Sunnyside, losing his hat in the process. A young girl named Bonnie finds him and takes him home. After recess ends, the children return to the caterpillar room to play with their new toys. They turn out to be rough toddlers. The toys are thrown, crushed, and smeared with poster paint. When the daycare closes, the toys begin to worry and feel that they belong in the butterfly room instead. Buzz manages to escape and plans to talk to Lotso. Outside, Ken and several other toys hide behind a vending machine and catch his attention. Buzz chases them, but a large doll named Big Baby, with his eyes closed, captures him. Buzz is restrained in Sunnyside's library by Ken and the others. Lotso appears and orders the toys to release Buzz. Buzz thanks Lotso and asks to be moved to the butterfly room with the other toys. Lotso praises Buzz's initiative, but says he will only consider it. He then orders Buzz to be restrained again and goes to the library to retrieve a Buzz Lightyear instruction manual after Buzz refuses to obey him. Using the device, the toys reset Buzz to demo mode. Buzz turns back into the naive Space Ranger as he first appeared in Toy Story in 1995. Lotso, his followers, and demo mode Buzz return to the Caterpillar Room. There, Buzz ties up his friends and locks them inside metal cages. Lotso explains the daycare rules. All new toys must start in the Caterpillar Room with rough toddlers. Toys who survive are later moved to the Butterfly Room. Lotso orders Big Baby to take Mr. Potato Head to the playground and place him in the sandbox. This act serves as a symbol of punishment for toys who break the rules. Lotso also reveals Woody's hat as a warning, but he does not explain what happened to its owner. When Barbie learns that Ken has been lying to her, she refuses to follow Lotso's rules. As punishment, Lotso throws her into jail. Meanwhile, during his time away from Sunnyside, Woody stays at Bonnie's house and joins her imaginative games. Woody enjoys being played with again, even though he misses Andy. While everyone is asleep, Woody uses Bonnie's toys to access the home computer. He feels relieved to learn that Andy's house is nearby. However, when the idea of sending unwanted toys to Sunnyside is mentioned, Bonnie's toys become frightened. Chuckles begins to tell a story, and the other toys explain that Lotso is responsible for everything. Long ago, Lotso belonged to a little girl named Daisy, along with Chuckles and Big Baby. Daisy loved Lotso deeply. One day, the three toys were left behind at a rest stop. When they finally returned, Lotso and Chuckles looked into Daisy's room and discovered that Lotso had been replaced. Feeling abandoned, Lotso declared that everyone replaces their toys. When Big Baby wanted to return to Daisy, Lotso shouted that Daisy no longer loved him and tore Daisy's name tag from around Big Baby's neck. Chuckles secretly kept the tag. Eventually, they found Sunnyside. Lotso took control and created a cruel system. New toys in the Caterpillar Room would be destroyed by the toddler's rough play. Chuckles explains that he was damaged at Sunnyside and later repaired by Bonnie. Woody decides to return to Sunnyside to save his friends. The next day, he sneaks back into the daycare and moves through the ceiling. A hidden passage in the Caterpillar Room leads him to a Fisher-Price chatter telephone. From the phone, Woody learns that escaping will be extremely difficult. He hears about the heavy security, including Lotso's guards, searchlights in the playground, trucks patrolling the halls, an 8-foot concrete wall, and a cymbal-clapping monkey that watches the security cameras. The only other exit is a garbage chute across the playground. When the toddlers go to recess, Woody reunites with his friends. They tell him that Buzz has been reset to demo mode and that they all want to return to Andy. Woody puts his plan into action. That night, Mr. Potato Head causes a disturbance on purpose, so he will be placed in the box, allowing him to sneak outside and report back. Barbie convinces Ken to release her from jail. Ken disguises himself using one of his outfits and sneaks into the daycare library to look for Buzz's instruction manual. He takes Barbie to his dream house, but Barbie quickly overpowers him. To defeat the guard monkey, Woody and Slinky Dog sneak into the main security room. Jessie manages to escape, while Rex and Ham distract the guards. Buzz is then trapped inside a plastic bin. The toys regroup and try to restore Buzz to normal. However, they make a mistake and switch him into Spanish mode instead. With little time left, they decide to leave him for now and head to the garbage chute. The group jumps into the dumpster, where they are confronted by Lotso, Ken, their followers, and the broken chatter telephone. Lotso gives them a choice: return to Sunnyside or go into the trash. Jessie and Barbie are furious about what Lotso has turned Sunnyside into. Ken finally sides with them. Lotso declares that love does not exist. Woody then mentions Daisy and reveals the name tag kept by Chuckles. Lotso admits that he replaced toys he no longer loved. When Big Baby sees the tag, he realizes the truth. Lotso insults Big Baby and claims Daisy never loved him. Enraged, Big Baby throws Lotso into the trash. One of the Pizza Planet aliens gets his foot stuck in the dumpster lid as the other toys run across it. When Woody tries to help, Lotso grabs his hand, while the other toys hurry to say goodbye to Woody. A garbage truck arrives and empties the contents of the dumpster, including Andy's toys, into the rear collection bin. Because they are not on the lid of the dumpster, Barbie and Ken can only watch helplessly as their friends are carried away. Another load of trash is dumped onto the group inside the bin. Buzz is knocked down when a television falls on him. Before the toys can celebrate, the truck reaches the Tri-County landfill. In horror, they watch a bulldozer scoop up the 3 Pizza Planet aliens and haul them away. The remaining toys are loaded onto a conveyor belt by another machine and sent toward a shredder. To avoid being crushed, the toys grab metal pieces pulled upward by magnetic tracks above them. Woody and Buzz even manage to save Lotso, who briefly thanks them. After they pass through, they find themselves on another conveyor belt heading toward what looks like daylight. As they get closer, they realize it is a huge opening leading to a blazing incinerator. Lotso spots an emergency stop lever. The toys lift him to the control panel so he can press the button. Once he reaches it, Lotso only smirks at Woody and mutters, "Where's your kid now, Sheriff?" before leaving. The toys can no longer hold on and fall into the pit. They try to climb out, but there is no escape. When all efforts fail, the toys hold hands and prepare to die together. Suddenly, a bright blue light flashes above them. A giant claw descends and grabs them. Inside the machine's glass cabin, the 3 Pizza Planet aliens watch in amazement as the claw swings by. After the toys are saved, they thank their rescuers and wonder what happened to Lotso. Unknown to them, Lotso is found by another garbage worker at the landfill. Remembering that he once had a hugging bear as a child, the man straps Lotso to the front grille of his dump truck and drives off to work. Before Andy leaves for college, the toys track down the garbage truck that serves his neighborhood and manage to return in time. After cleaning themselves up, they sneak back into the house. Andy's room is now empty, except for a few items and 2 boxes. One is labeled college, the other attic. In a final farewell, the toys pack themselves into the attic box. Woody jumps into the college box when he sees Andy and his parents entering the room. The room Andy is leaving becomes a painful reminder to his mother that her son is growing up. Andy tells her that even though he is leaving, he will always care about her. Andy's concern for Woody and the other toys shows genuine affection and proves that he has not forgotten them. While Andy is distracted by his sister Molly and his dog Buster, Woody takes a sticky note and a marker and writes down Bonnie's home address. Carrying the note, he climbs into the attic box. When Andy returns, he believes his mother wrote the note. Andy then delivers the box to the address and meets Bonnie and her family playing in the front yard. Andy unloads the box and steps out of the car. Bonnie immediately stops playing when she sees him and calls for her mother. Bonnie's mother recognizes Andy. Andy explains that he brought some toys for Bonnie. Because he still has fond memories of playing with his toys, Andy takes time to explain each one, including how a toy can be both a hero and a villain, like someone who saves money but also becomes the evil Dr. Porkchop. When Buzz is revealed, Bonnie finally feels brave enough to look inside the box and discovers Woody. Andy is surprised because he does not know how Woody got there. Bonnie calls Woody her cowboy doll and repeats one of his catchphrases, "There's a snake in my boot." Andy sees how Bonnie looks at Woody and explains how important Woody is to him, how long he has had him, and how brave Woody can be. Even so, Andy tells Bonnie she can have Woody, as long as she promises to treat him and the other toys with respect. After exchanging glances and Bonnie quietly agrees, Andy joins her in play. They soon become absorbed in an imaginative game. Andy's toys secretly feel overjoyed about this final play session with him. Andy eventually drives away. On the porch, Bonnie sorts through her old and new toys. She holds Woody and Buzz and makes Woody wave goodbye. Andy smiles sadly but peacefully as he drives off, whispering, "Thanks everyone." While Bonnie eats lunch inside, her mother watches Andy's car disappear down the street. Woody says goodbye to Andy. He then gives the other toys a warm smile, reassuring them that Andy truly cared and was willing to leave them with a new child who will give them many more chances to play. Woody introduces his friends to Bonnie's other toys. Sometime later, the toys discover a note in Bonnie's backpack from Ken. At Sunnyside, toys no longer face unfair treatment when moving between the caterpillar room and the butterfly room thanks to Ken and Barbie's efforts. After Lotso's departure, the toys at Sunnyside now enjoy their time there. And with that, the story ends here. Toy Story 3 teaches you to accept change and let go without losing care for the people you love. The movie shows that true loyalty appears when you stand together during fear and loss. It reminds you that leadership without empathy turns into control, while kindness builds trust.